I'm currently here at one of my local farms grabbing some raw milk, and for the last 90 days I've been coming here every single week to grab some raw milk and obviously consume raw milk throughout the week. Now I want to quickly explain to you what I've experienced, so that if you're someone who is thinking about trying raw milk, or you've actually tried raw milk and you want to see someone with a similar experience, then I'll quickly explain to you exactly the stuff that I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, couple of months since drinking raw milk. So just very quickly, raw milk is basically when you go to a shop, especially here in the UK, they sell pasteurized milk only. And what that means is shops will buy milk from farms like this one here, and they'll take that milk, they'll heat it up to a certain temperature, and then they'll cool it back down and they'll put it in the bottles that you see on the shelves in your shops. Now what this process does when they heat the milk up to very high temperatures is it kills all the bacteria. And what the government and health boards say is that the reason they do this is to kill unhealthy or potentially unhealthy bacteria from the milk. So stuff like salmonella, you've probably heard before. There's a bunch of other bacteria in milk that comes straight from cows, and the government heat this milk up and treat it, essentially making it a product in order to remove this bacteria. However, within that process, they also kill the good bacteria. So they basically just nuke the milk at a very high temperature, killing all bacteria, all the good bacteria, but also all the bad bacteria. And that's essentially their way of keeping the milk safe. So now you know what raw milk is, you're up to speed. What's actually happened over the last couple of months since I've been drinking it? Well, firstly, have I got ill? Have I got salmonella? Have I started to feel ill or be ill in any sort of way, feel sick in any sort of way? Absolutely not. I personally have had nothing bad from drinking raw milk, drinking it every single day for months. I've had nothing bad. No illness, no side effects, no salmonella, no bacteria, no parasites or any of that bad stuff. I've honestly experienced nothing bad at all. In terms of the good, I do feel a lot better. I think my skin and my bones as well are a lot better. I used to get kind of bad stomachs with normal milk, just shop milk. I used to have kind of bad stomachs and they would kind of mess me up. I thought I was lactose intolerant. For a certain amount of time. I never got tested or anything like that, but in terms of stomach problems, nothing. No stomach problems, no feeling bloated, no feeling sick, no feeling ill. And like I said, in terms of the benefits, I think I look a bit better. I think I feel better. I definitely feel better from drinking raw milk. I can tell from the calcium that it contains that my skin and my bones are looking and feeling a lot better. So that is basically my rundown of drinking raw milk for the last few months. Obviously, I would need to continue this for a couple of years in order to get a fully, really good, in-depth analysis of what it actually does to my body. But as someone who hasn't, tested before and after, I haven't done a proper scientific experience of, test my body beforehand, get all my blood and my data, and then drink it for 90 days, and then take my blood and data again. I haven't done anything like that. I'm just telling you personally what I have experienced. No side effects, no bad illnesses or anything like that. Only positive and only good from raw milk, and that's why I'm going to continue to drink it for the foreseeable future. So if you're someone who wants to start drinking raw milk, or someone's looking into raw milk, or you have been drinking raw milk but you're scared to continue, I would recommend personally just continuing. Like I said, I've seen nothing but good. Obviously, I'm no fucking doctor, I'm no scientist, so do your own research. Don't be a retard about it. Do your own research, test it for yourself. But if you're someone like me who wanted better skin, wanted better bones, and didn't really like normal dairy, like yogurts and milk from the shop, kind of makes your stomach a bit bloated and make you feel a bit weird, I highly recommend switching to raw milk, because I've seen nothing but positives. So this just goes to show that don't believe everything you see online, because if you Google raw milk, it'll come up with all these dangerous parasites, salmonella, you're gonna die if you drink raw milk. Personally, I've been fine and I've seen nothing but benefits. And I also spoke to a lot of people who I know used to drink raw milk when they were younger. For example, my ex-girl now, her grandfather used to live on a farm when he was younger, and he's got some of the best hair and the best bones I've seen on a guy that's in his 70s. And when I started telling him that I was drinking raw milk, he was like, yeah, I used to drink that when I was a kid. I used to drink it straight from the cow's teeth, as he would say. So I've spoke to a lot of people about this, and a lot of people find it beneficial. They find it good. They find it a lot healthier and a lot more beneficial for them than just drinking store-bought milk. So I'd say give it a go. I'd say I recommend it definitely, but obviously everyone's different. Do your own research, test it out a little bit, but don't be afraid, don't be scared of propaganda. And I guess that's the moral of this video, is not to be scared of propaganda and the things that you see online from these certified health boards. They're not always correct, and it's about doing your own research and finding out what works for your own body and your own lifestyle and the results that you want. So that's my recommendation. Hope it added some value.